I think any time you can win any championship, it's a great thing. We won the Tennessee Wesleyan Invitational in the fall, and then to be able to win the first ever GMAC Conference Championship was very special. And it was special to do it with that group of girls. And I was especially pleased for a young lady like Maddie Privet to be able to be a part of that championship effort. She really contributed there, especially at the end. So that was a great bookend experience for her. But I also think it was a great launching experience for the freshman class that we had last year, and to watch how each of them performed so well throughout the year. To have the player and the freshman of the year in Kaylin King, and then the conference individual medalist in Michaela Dotson, and then to watch the way Marley played last year, and Madison and Alexandria. Those girls were great to have around, and they helped, I think, set a new stage for us. And in the middle of all of that is our lone returning senior in Ashley Randolph, and she really rebounded well after being injured for most of the spring portion of the season, and to watch her come on there at the end of the spring, and then to see how she's played over the summer. That girl is really excited about her senior year, and so I'm really looking forward to what happens moving into this new year, that provisional year in NCAA, this year 2 of the GMAC. It's kind of like just looking forward in a whole new way, and I can't wait to see how the girls play. I think this is going to be a special year. I would say that it's kind of like, my response to that would be similar to what I talk about in my work out of the president's office. When people ask me how Trevecca's doing, I tell them it's doing well, it's doing good, and it's getting better. And that's kind of what I would say about our program's good, but I think it's getting better. I think we'd want to take what we did last year kind of as a baseline, and say, yeah, we did well, but here's where we think we can go as a group. And I think our young ladies are already just itching to get out there on the course and just shatter some records this year. I think they're capable of it. I think this is, top to bottom, maybe as deep a team as we've ever had, and I think it would be fair to say as talented a group as we've ever had.
It was the greatest thing ever, winning the GMAC tournament, and it was Maddie's last year, and she's always been the upperclassman for me since I was a freshman. So it was sad for her to go. But the year itself was awesome because we had a great team and we shot some really good rounds.
Having Will and Ashley around, Will is our graduate assistant and is pursuing an MBA at Trevecca in payment for his work with the program. But he's giving us so much more than what a graduate assistant typically can. He's been able to be at the course virtually any time that the girls needed somebody to work with them. He's a really good teacher. He's a patient young man. And then to have his wife, Ashley, who was, a career player for us in so many ways, she's available to help us quite a bit now, especially on the trip. She's going to be able to travel with us most of the time this year. And so I think that's a tremendous combination between that young couple. They love Trevecca, they love golf. It's a perfect combination, and it's made my work so much easier as the head coach. Ashley is one of those quiet, sort of mild-mannered persons, just for those who don't really know her well, but she has a lot of personality. And one of the things that I'm most excited about for Ashley is that as our lone senior, I think sometimes it's really good to have a person who leads by example, who takes care of business, gets the job done, shows up well at practice, and is ready to go when it's time to play. And she worked so hard on her game this summer, played virtually every day this summer, won a tournament there in her hometown of Cookeville, and played a lot of golf over the summer. And I can see a big difference already just from where she was at the end of the spring to being ready to start here in the fall season for her senior year. I think it means a lot to her. She's had some challenges during her college career, and she has responded very well, and I fully anticipate a stellar senior season for her.
Keep practicing the way we do, and I think working together as a team, but also having the competitiveness between one another as a team. So if we're all trying to do, as good as each other, then we're all gonna play well and score well, hopefully.